Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a great day and thank you for tuning in today. Today, let's talk about one important subject on holding grudges and what will it do to you personally and why it is important to let it go. Like one of the Buddhist teachings says that holding grudges or getting angry is nothing but drinking poison expecting others to suffer. So don't drink a poison. These are the poisons. Imagine, I just give you two little scenarios. Now you hate someone through your guts, like Kamsa was hating Lord Krishna. Ask yourself how many times in a day do you think about that person? Well, if it is a god, that's a different story. Even if you hate him, probably he will love you as much as your own child because end of the day you're thinking about the god. So leave that apart. So think about someone you really hate to your guts and then think about the same time on a daily basis how much time you spend thinking about that person and what good that is doing to you. Just because you're getting frustrated about their actions, frustrated about how they behaved you, frustrated about how they treated you, thinking about it, what are you doing? Actually, you're opening up the the wound which you suffered, let's say for example, and then every day you're opening up that wound to see how is it healing. And unfortunately, fortunately, if you get a cut or whatever, in the past, if you know that they put a band-aid, obviously the doctor will come ask you to come and go for redoing it because he's expert in doing that. He will not, the doctors will not advise you, hey, you know what, every day open up the bandage and then see how it is improving. Definitely not. He will tell you 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and then he give you 2 3 sittings. Eventually the wound gets healed. But what are you doing? Considering the similar example, how often are you opening up your wounds which you suffered, and how is that making you to feel that moment and during the day, and is it helping you take it yourself to further? Is these are the some of the questions you need to ask. Don't drink poison expecting someone else to suffer, because poison is not only because you're wasting your valuable time of the day which is given to you right in front of you right now. This is the time you need to think about what can you learn from the past experiences and how you need to do better. Okay, you learned a couple of things which they deceived you for whatever the reason, but at the same token, what are the things that you went wrong? How did you fail for you to understand the other person's intentions? There's a deep science that you can, when you ask, when you reflect, you will find. Think about the conversation, how it ended. Think about conversation, how they spoke with you. Think about the conversation, how you were, you know, played low in terms of their smartness or cunningness or fox like a fox or whatever. So the reasons can be many, the wounds can be many. It could be personal, professional, and we all have hundreds of examples on that. I'm not sure what situation are you going through at this point of time. However, opening the wounds, having the regrets of something that could have been done, someone would have done it better, and then don't, to be honest, it may look, the truth is, don't play a victim role. Till the time you play a victim role, you will be suffering. Mark my word. As long as you keep playing a victim role, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, why this happened to me, how this happened to me, I'm a great person, I'm beautiful, I have a great heart. Well, no one gives a shit about that. End of the day, you need to look within yourself, see why are you playing that victim role? What are you lacking for you to understand better other person? Do you need to read the books? Look at the people around. The motivation for us is all around us. It depends on how you want to take an action. So I think I a little bit diverted the topic, but actually you cannot have regrets. You cannot have a bitterness. You cannot spoil your time thinking about who did what to you in the past, because those are the old wounds, and then you need to say goodbye to those things. How do you say that goodbyes? Well, suppose you cannot meet a person Take a piece of paper, make all the things what you wanted to say, tear it off, and then put it. And then eventually, that will eases up, or as burn it. That will eases up you that because at least you expressed not to the person somehow you put it in a paper and then aggression came out or whatever and then just throw it out. You want to do it 2-3 times, do it and then that's it. Maximum 3 times and then forget about the person. Well, the second way to do is suppose in case if you really feel guilty of something that someone didn't do anything but then you blamed that person for whatever the reason. Hey, it takes the courage to say sorry. Don't say sorry in 100 circles and then last thing to say sorry. Just say sorry for whatever happened. Sometimes maybe there are times that maybe you're not at fault, but you still to let it go because so that you don't have to go back and visit those wounds. Just say sorry and then move on. Most of men do to the wives, I guess. So other than that, don't visit the old wounds. Reflect yourself. Make a note. If you had to say sorry to someone, just out loud and say, be the biggest person in that situation. When you rise above, trust me, you're going to feel very proud of yourself. Then more importantly, focus on what you need to do, what lessons you took, and it's never ending. That those 3 things you learned is not going to be enough for you to survive entire life. I mean, you have a good lifespan, I suppose, with the improvements we have nowadays. So you need to understand. That means you need to interact with the people, try to understand that everyone is selfish on their own motives. No one is doing any favors for you, neither you. You always want something, but always we look for shortcuts. I mean, I am guilty of it too. I always wanted to have the best thing in a shortest period of time. That's a good wish, but unfortunately, in reality, it doesn't work like that. So just to sum up, visit yourself, reflect on a paper, and then see whom you need to forgive, whom need to let it go, whom you need to write it down, all the frustration and tear it up and burn it off. That's the best way to start. And also see what are the learning lessons you had from this particular incident, particular person, particular situation, and how you can do it better for the future. Second thing. Third thing is what you need to improve today for you to get her, taking one step at a time. Don't drink poison for someone else to get hurt, because as long as you keep all the guilt, shame, frustrations, anger within yourself, only one person who is suffering, none other than you. So look within yourself, ask questions, reflect yourself, take one step at a time for you to clear all the mess which is in your mind to the world. Thank you very much. Have a great day.